guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, today you join me in this 2010 Volvo V70, which has just arrived with us in Parts Exchange. This is the 1.6 diesel Drive E version, which is very slow and very polar bear friendly. But this one is even slower than usual. It has the engine management light on and a message that says engine system service required. It's also in limp mode, so it just won't rev above 3,000 RPM. It is as flat as a fart. The funny thing is, the customer never mentioned that to me when he described it to me over the phone. I don't know what went on there. It must have just slipped his mind, mustn't it? You know what it's like. When I say, are there any faults? He said, no, when what he actually meant was, yes. Simple mistake, isn't it? Yes, no, right, wrong. Happens to us all, doesn't it? Anyhow, this is a problem for another day. I just hope it's not terminal. I'll cross that bridge tomorrow. This isn't the subject for today's video, before you think I've lost the plot. Today's video is all about a Volvo V70 that came in Parts Exchange a couple of days ago for just £300. Now, I haven't seen this car yet, so I'm not entirely sure what to expect. I just figured a heavy Volvo V70 for £300, I couldn't go wrong. It's got to be worth 270, 280 in its weight alone. And I do have a weird soft spot for the old V70. It's a car that I've done an awful lot of mileage in. I just think they're great, they just don't build them like they used to. I thought I'd bring you guys along to show you what £300 can buy you in the UK today. So let's go and have a look, shall we? Well, here it is then, my £300 Volvo V70. Looks quite straight, actually. The wheels could do with a good clean. And the brake discs actually look a bit ropey. The tyres are alright. Or that one tyre, should I say. It's missing a headlamp wiper. They're not too expensive. Let's do a quick check on it. Oh, it's the 170 horsepower. Automatic, 2.4, petrol, 170 horsepower. Done 173 at last MOT. Yeah, short MOT, 25 days left. Huh. Passed the last MOT with no advisory items. That's interesting. I'm quite impressed. Not bad down this side either. Needs a good clean, obviously, but yeah, there's a bit of a lip on those discs, so they need replacing. But not bad at all. Quite tidy, really. Can't see any obvious paint. Not that it really matters for a car of this value. Very tidy. Yeah, the all-important 2.4. Couple of rough spots. But then it is 18 years old, isn't it? A little bit scabby around the arch there. And it's just going at the bottom of that wheel arch there too. Let's have a look inside then. No remote locking and only one key, but can't be too fussy. Look at those leather seats. They are the most comfortable leather seats in the world. Electric seats too. Oh, it's a good spec, this. Heated seats. Let's have a look under the bonnet, shall we? I got in trouble last time I bought a Volvo by starting it without checking the oil. Oh, you should have checked the oil first. Let's check the oil, shall we? Well, that looks really clean actually. This must have had a service recently. It's such a reliable old engine, this. No mayonnaise, not like an MG. Well, yeah, apart from a good clean up, it's all quite straight. I can't see any leaks. Perhaps the belt's a little bit worn, but not too bad. Should we fire her up? Let's see what she sounds like. They're so comfortable, these seats. Oh, fired straight up. Classic FM, obviously. Turn that off before I get a copyright strike. Automatic, heated seats. Cup holder that still works. Oh yes. Might be keeping this. Ah, I remember now. I was just thinking the MOT, the last MOT, it had done 170 odd thousand miles. I think it's actually done about 180 this. And the previous owner told me that he had a fault with the gauge cluster, so that needed to be swapped out for another one. So it's obviously, it's been swapped over from one with only 153 on. Not the end of the world really for a car of this value. Well, I'm quite impressed. Shall we take it for a spin? Why not? Let me just close the bonnet first. Right, let's go then. Into drive. I love these V70s, you know. You just really can't go wrong with them. Parts can be quite expensive, and now they're getting to this sort of age, they can become a little bit unreliable, I suppose, but... Well, so far so good. It starts and stops. The exhaust isn't blowing. Sounds pretty good, actually. I'm impressed. It's quite solid over the bumps. Not bad. My heated seat's working nicely. We've got a bulb out. Well, I would say this gearbox must have been serviced as well, because it's very smooth. Well, £300, I'm quite impressed. Obviously I have to get it through an MOT and see what it picks up on. I imagine it's going to need front brake discs, but the backs looked okay. The tyres looked okay. I think most of the suspension components are alright because it's not knocking or rattling. Far better than the other V50 that I've been had over with. Well, the brakes work, there's nothing, they're not grinding or anything, I think the disc will need to be replaced though. You know what, as a car to use for the winter, this probably would be quite a sensible thing to do. Get it MOT'd, give it a service, and just use it. Use it for the tip runs, all the kinds of jobs that I wouldn't want to use my, proper car for. Why not? This would be an ideal candidate for some Bangonomics really, because by the time you've had your fun with it, you just weigh it in and get your £300 back. Let's try the windows then. Window 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously they work. This is a Volvo, not a Megane. Mirrors work. No sunroof to go wrong. Well, I'm very impressed. It's obviously been looked after by its former owner. I've got a little sticker here to say its next service is due. That was from 2012. In there we've got a book pack and some previous MOTs. Well, I'd say that this car's got to have service history. I've not seen the paperwork yet, but it must have history. It drives so well. Even my seats work. How good's that? Cars nowadays just don't feel as solid as this. I'm quite happy with my £300 investment here. I might try and get this MOT'd then and see what it needs. Needs some wipers. And then take it from there. So there might be a part 2 video, who knows. Yeah, definitely wipers. So yeah, thank you once again for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the link below. So yeah, cheers guys. I'll see you next time.